Good morning. Good morning, YouTube. It's Monday morning, the 25th of July. I'm making another video for you. I'm just going to keep doing these. I got some free time. Why not, right? The cable guy came. He installed a telephone. Apparently, you just swap a modem, and you can plug a phone right in. So, well, that's good. Got the proof there, a little receipt. So I got a modem. I went from like 75 megabytes, to 25. Which is not that great. And my cold brew again here. I love coffee. I like a hot coffee if I'm chilling with like a chick or like my boys. We're just like sipping coffee. But I love to just drink iced coffee like it's water. And I do like to fill a lot of ice in the cup so that as it melts, it becomes more and more water-esque. And so I'm just sitting here, just cruising through Twitter. It's 9:01 a.m. I was supposed to be up at 8, but for let the guy in, but he was a little late, and then I fell back asleep. Then he was like pounding on the door. So we're up here. We're up. I'm editing my podcast from yesterday. If you don't know, I have a podcast called Peter and Pals with my friend Peter, and we did another episode yesterday at his house. Afterwards, we went and he's got a very cool saltwater pool. Swimming through that, did a little workout, and I'm feeling good. I'm gonna get to the gym later today, do some rowing intervals and squat a little bit. I've been feeling strong, like in general, but I haven't been feeling like well. Like I feel like my back kind of hurts, and like my shoulder. I think I've got a partially torn rotator cuff from like years ago that I just aggravate every 2 months, and it gives me a lot of pain. So I just don't feel great. So I'm going to do a little focus on conditioning. My weight just goes like crazy up and down. Like 2014, I was down to like 205, maybe even 200. And then this year I bulked up to like 230, and I was squatting I was squatting 7 days a week, and I was the strongest I've ever been. But I wasn't because you have all that volume. I felt like I had to eat a lot to keep up with the workload. And I bulked up, not too chubby. Well, I'm a little chubby now, but I bulked up to 230. Now I'm down in the low, or 219, 220-ish. I just have these crazy weight swings. I've never met anyone that can lose and gain weight like I can. So I'm going to do a little focus on conditioning, maybe like 2 weeks of rowing intervals, some kettlebells, and then some heavy or some 60% weight squats, and then get back into the normal swing of things at the gym. Editing up this podcast, it's going pretty well. We actually had some talks with a very famous person, a much derided individual. We traded some DMs, and we'll see what happens. He just showed his face right there. If you can't see it, you can't see it. To get a guy like this on the show would be crazy. Oh no. Australian team refuses to move into Olympic Village. Yeah, because it's a shithole, probably. The mayor has offered the team to get a kangaroo for what? The mayor of Rio de Janeiro has offered to get a kangaroo for the Australian Olympic team after they refused to move into the athletes' village over safety fears. We want them to feel safe at home. I almost feel like putting a kangaroo to jump up and down in front of their building. What the fuck? That's like the most condescending thing. Oh, if you don't feel safe in Brazil, we'll get you a kangaroo. the AOC said, the state said that athletes are staying in a hotel rather than the village due to conditions. I bet they don't even have AC. Responding to Pay's offer, Australian comments, we do not need kangaroos, we need plumbers to account for the many puddles found in the apartments. Hell yes. Due to a variety of problems in the village, including gas, electricity, and plumbing, I have decided that no Australian team will move into our allocated buildings. Problems included blocked toilets, leaking pipes, exposed wiring, darkened stairwells where no lighting has been installed, and dirty floors in need of a massive clean. In operating these areas, water has come through the ceiling, resulting in large puddles on the floor. Blah blah blah. Show some pics. Crazy. But so now I'm going to give you just a little preview of the podcast.
They're in the other room right now with an arsenal of firearms, just waiting to kill you. Stand their ground. Just waiting to stand their ground.
I don't know if you can hear that. Doesn't matter. You'll hear it. I'm sure everyone that's listening to this right now will be just downloading the podcast as soon as it's available, right? You're subscribed. You guys are liking, rating, and subscribing. There was a shooting in Fort Myers. 2 people were killed and a dozen injured at a shooting in a nightclub, a Sunday night nightclub in Fort Myers. Two people are dead. Shooting 12:30. Club Blue Bar and Grill. A flyer posted a swimsuit glow party Sunday night. Police not released the details, but 16 people ages 12 to 27. Jesus. We are deeply saddened. What we thought was a safe place. I don't know. I think it was gang related. Fort Myers is not the safest place. Well, we'll find out soon enough, right? What else? What else is going on today? I have nothing else to do today besides edit this podcast, make this video, go to the gym, and do a little cooking. Like this thing here, this is a, what do they call this? This is a, look at this. It's like a neck gaiter, but you can put it down onto your head or whatever. A buff, B-U-F-F. Maybe it's like a thing on the U. I don't know. I just got I don't have much hair. I'm losing a little bit of hair, whatever. So I like to wear a lot of hats. I got a lot of brands. Look at this camouflaged headband, and I brought this out here. This is like a great little beanie. So we can do a lot of. We've got a lot of availability. We can change it up. So what else? Just going crazy over this DNC thing. I don't know. Finally, Debbie Wasserman Schultz has resigned her position as the chair of the DNC. Bernie Sanders has called for such. Now we need to take away her congressional seat. She committed fraud. Whether or not the DNC committed gross fraud in gerrymandering of the votes, they have. When you talk about, remember when the Supreme Court gave the election in 2000 to Bush for the Florida recount? We talk about stealing an election. That was pretty much as textbook. But what the DNC did, they're an organization that is sworn to provide a free and fair election. I don't know if they're sworn, but their job is to provide to be an unbiased entity that provides a free and fair election to find the candidate but they colluded the entire time to elect Hillary as president. They broke the rules as far as the direct contact with the campaigns. They broke the rules as far as collusion with the media. Attacking his religion. The whole point of the DNC in 2016 till now was to elect Hillary as president and not to provide no one had a fair shot. They even made fun of, what was the other guy? There was an email where they made fun of Martin, whatever the other guy was. So it's absurd. Now that this convention, I wish I could go to Philly and be there with my crew, Jank and the TYT crew, Jank and John and Anna. Like, now I don't agree with everything they do, right? We have a little bit of differences. I love guns. They don't love guns. I'm upset that Jimmy Dore spit in the face of Alex Jones, which they have yet to address. But I don't know, man. I think there should be a major protest. Maybe even not quite a riot, but I think there should be some kind of consequence. And I don't even know. Bernie should be you can't just install Bernie as the nominee, though. That's the thing. You can't say, oh, there was all this corruption. Could you, though? I don't know. So, I basically didn't talk at all until the last hour. I said a couple sentences to the guy, and now I'm tuning this guitar up, and I'm going to try to sing a little bit of something without no warm-ups. Just some iced coffee downhill, go here. And I don't know what I want to sing for you. I'm not even a great singer, obviously. But we're going to do a little bit of something. Do a little something. Do I have a guitar pick? Hell yes. And it's in the wrong key. I'm not going to put a capo on, but there's that great. I always think of that. Drive down time in the rain. I'm early on a Tuesday. Just to check out the late night. I'll put the cape on. It's there you are. You're downtown. Check out the midnight record shop. Calling when I'm around you, I just can't stop. Just like lying else in there, and then I am lying in there, just like lying else. How's that go? Just a great song. And that song is even more prescient when it comes to. I haven't seen it yet, but that movie Love and Mercy that came out this year, starring the creepy guy from There Will Be Blood. Is that what it is? Yeah, Paul Danford. So I'll take to see that. But Bare Naked Ladies is good. They're really underrated, I think. There's that, and then the same key they've got. Walk into your apartment. This is where we used to live. Still not playing tune, are we? Walk into your apartment. This is where we used to live. Broken slam, not up and down. Broken back, there's a cross. This is where we used to live. And then, why do you pay the one? This is where I used to live. Just a great guitar track, great. I don't sing like that guy does, and there's two singers in Bare Naked Ladies. There's the little skinny one, and there's like a big fat one. And the fat one got kicked out because he was on cocaine. I think a couple years ago, 5 years ago, and so he's not in the band anymore. So I don't know if they even still do Old Apartment or Brian Wilson. My two favorite songs by them. What else is in this key? Step down into grayscale night, and I emptied out my pockets. The world's up tonight, and so I danced on and drank some coffees that were black, and I provided him my secret, and he provided me singing. It's in the dark. Can't believe I'm singing. I've got no intent to stop. Who is this? That was like a song that I wrote like a million years ago, and I like just mixed the first and the third verse together just now by accident. I started out wanting to play a different song that I wrote, but then I went to this and said, what was the one I wanted to play though? Oh yeah. Oh yes, very similar. Not in song, we did not. It was in the riffs. It was like, so subtle in my room, nights go out and then say too much, 'cause you don't say nothing at all. So subtle I can't tell. Radio, bum, 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 bum. Driving around, I listen to our song. You're hurting me, you're hurting me, you're hurting me just like the ghost. Saying no, 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 cutting me, say goodbye. Bye bye, baby, bye bye. Thanks, guys. I thought the spacebar was going to stop the